Okay, today I'm going to walk through the Nova MODO sample kit. We chose to put it into a bright color so that it can be easily found in an agent's office. There are 3 layers to this case. You will find that there is a laminated sheet that'll show you how to pack and unpack this case. You set that aside, and what I find is best is to go ahead and unload the contents and then start setting it up. So the top part here will also have a stand that's used for the MODO. Once that is out, you complete that first layer, set that aside. The second layer here is going to have a Nova medium square with a tethered driver. I'm going to pull that out and set it aside. We're also going to pull out 2 of the MODO shades that are in this middle section. In between each one of these shades, there'll be little foam donuts, and there'll be a plastic tube that has all the optics for the Nova in it. And to do that, we'll go ahead and pull out this layer of foam as well. And then in the bottom layer here, you're going to have a Nova large square that's a non-working sample, a Nova large round that is a working sample. We're going to have 2 more MODO shades. Again, you're going to want to set all the stuff out on the table before you try to set it up. You're going to have a Nova small yoke that is a non-working sample, Nova medium round sconce, diffusion discs, Nova small pendants that has the glow optic on it, and then you're going to have the light engine for the MODO. Once you have everything out of the case and set aside, I put the foam pieces back in so that they're out of the way and you have a nice clean space with your specifier's office. I also like to make sure all the donuts are back in there so they don't get lost when you go to pack it up. Close this up and set this aside. Okay, now that I have everything out and on my table, we'll start arranging them. I'll show you how all these pieces work. We'll start with the stand. This is a 2-part stand. Slides in together, has a little aircraft cable at the top. We'll set this here. You go ahead and take your MODO light engine and pull your cord out. You're going to want to make sure that the little Velcro tie is sitting up here at the top on the white part of the cord. And then you're going to want to pick your shade. I prefer to use the flat flare one, the Forno, as the standard shade. It just shows really good, but you can pick any one of them. Feed it through with the power cord up through the bottom, through this shade, to where it will rest on these stainless steel studs that is on the light engine. Once you have this together right here, there's a plunger that you push in at the top so that you can slide it right up through the aircraft cable and have it hang right there in the space. Now, the reason why I wanted you to have the Velcro right here on the white cord, I find it's best to have Velcro this with a little bit of slack right up there against the stand. This is one of the samples, especially since it's up off the table, that I like to leave plugged in and going throughout the presentation. Another good thing to have with these cases is some type of microfiber cloth that you keep handy, because the packing material does leave these little black specks on it, so you can wipe them off and clean those off. Once that's done, I like to go ahead and kind of set everything aside, kind of space them around. I usually start with the big fixtures towards the back. And then I usually, this right here, because it has a driver on it, I'll kind of set it there so that driver can be out of the way. So usually we'll set my Nova small right up here, something about like this, just so that everything's kind of displayed on the table.